Islands to Capo d'Orlando for the 2 individual races for the women and the amateur men. The first race starting early in the morning will be the women's race, and obviously the favourites will be the French, Jeannie Longo, Cécile Audin and Catherine Marçal of France. Marçal was the world champion in 1990 in Japan, and also the 1991 team time trial champion. Cécile Audin was also the 1991 team time trial champion, and Jeannie Longo on this squad has been a world champion on 8 separate occasions. Well, the ladies face 7 laps of a 12.34 kilometre course, the 90 starters this morning, and the action started very early with Nada Cristofoli from Italy and Dedi Demet setting the blue touch paper. Well, the action has been thick and fast all morning, but it wasn't really until we got into the 5th lap that the real attacks came thick and fast, and always there was a French girl at the front doing the attacking. This is Cécile Audin from France with Imelda Chiappa from Italy. This is the toughest part of the course here. They climb up a little bit to the top of a small col just above the town of Capo d'Orlando, and this is the young Zeberg from Switzerland trying to get across and join the leaders. They're just about at the top of the climb here. They'll plunge down to the finish line, and when they get to that line they will have 2 laps to go. Lucia Zeberg from Switzerland, the sister of Beat Zeberg, who rides on the French Castorama team. And it looks very much to me as if there's another rider from France coming across here. This will probably be Catherine Marçal. This will give the French a great advantage. 2 riders in a break of 4. Now this is the work being done behind by the French squad. The gap there is 12 seconds. 1 or 2 riders trying to get across, but these 4 riders at the front will work extremely well together and try and build up a good lead, and then on the final lap they will try and attack each other, and obviously the French have the biggest advantage by having 2 members there with Audin and Catherine Marçal. Audin has never been a world champion. Marçal took that title on 1 occasion. Jeannie Longo has taken it on another occasion, so it may well be that the French will try to give Cécile Audin the title in one of her last years as a cyclist. This is Audin at the front now, number 60. A great rider. Catherine Marçal going through, done a great job here. 169 is Lucia Zeberg, and obviously the favourite of Italy here is Chiappa, number 5 at the back. The Italians have had a great reception all through this World Championship so far. As they come up to 1 lap to go, a little twitch of the elbow by Zeberg, and there's the chasing group, and it looks as if there's a lot of attacking going on there. Great crowd turned out from the final of this Women's World Championship road race, and it's amazing because it's so nice out there on the beach. And what's this? Jeannie Longo. Well, I'm not quite sure of the intelligence of that as a tactic, because you have a breakaway of 4 riders with 2 French ladies in it, and Jeannie Longo is attacking to get across to them. Jeannie Longo Ciprelli, she has now adopted her husband's name since she was married a few years ago, and she's made a great move, and she's actually got across here to the 4 leaders. That will put 3 French leaders in a break of 5, but the problem is, it seems to me as if the main field is starting to close down pretty rapidly behind. So what will Longo do? In fact, she's going to try and go straight by, but she hasn't really quite got the speed to do that. Very strange to see that move by Longo. This is the main field, and there's no major reaction at the moment. They've got a very tough climb to come up here to the finish, and it's the Italians doing the chasing at the moment. 8 seconds is the gap. Longo tries to go clear. Longo really wants to go out with a bang. You know, she's had a very long career. 8 times she's been the world champion. She's got 20 or 30 meters clear lead, but there's a major reaction behind. About 5 kilometers to go, you know, and Longo didn't get the gap she wanted. In fact, it was Zeberg who brought it all back together, It looks a little bit like Marcel was suffering, and she'll get back on before the top of the climb. The pressure really is on here. You can see the main field is splintering quite a bit here. A lot of the work being done by the Americans. They have a very rapid sprinter in their ranks, and it may well be that that is what the Americans are working for. And in fact, you know, it looks very much to me as if it's all over. 57 there is Jeannie Longo, and the whole field has come back together just before we get to the top of the climb. Well, that is something the French team are going to have to talk about tonight, because, you know, I really do believe that Jeannie Longo has caused the whole field to come back together, because she was in the middle of that gap when it was down to 20 seconds. If she hadn't moved, being one of the top favourites, I'm sure the group of four would have gone away. But anyway, it looks now as if we're going to be having a major bunch sprint. Those riders on the right were in fact lapped riders, so this is where the race is happening. 57 Longo at the top of the climb, trying to go again, but it's all back together. What's this? Oh, it looks as if we've had a crash on the first corner of the descent. There's bikes and riders all over the place. Let's have a look at that. Well, one of the riders has gone down here, and you can see at this part of the course it's very difficult to avoid it. Everybody is eyeballs out going for the sprint. Oh, and there's a German girl gone down there. That is very, very bad. It looks to me as if two of the French girls are on the ground. This, in fact, number 6 will be Fanini. She was one of the favourites for the sprint. 55, Marcel has gone down, and Audin, Cécile Audin, is on the floor as well there, number 60. They were in the lead group before. Well, they won't be too happy with that. Well, they're trying to change their wheels and get these women back on the road, but that's all over for them. This is where the race is happening at the front. There's a Dutch rider leading out the sprint at the front here. There's an attack by Chapa in the blue jersey from Italy. She wants to go for it. She was in that break earlier on today, but she's covered here by Monica Valvik from Norway, the girl who's been the top amateur rider so far this year. There's a late attack on the right-hand side there by Jeannie Gole from the United States. There's a Belgian rider coming there through there too. In fact, it looks to me like Patsy Megerman coming to the line, but you know, Valvik's got it. She's got the power. She's won so many races this year, 25 years of age. What a superb victory for her. She wanted this title, and she's going to take it all the way back to Norway. They're going to be very happy with that. You know, that was a superbly timed sprint there, and in fact it all came back together in the final few kilometres. There's confirmation of the Ladies Road Race Championships. Monica Valvik ahead of Patsy Megerman from Belgium, and Jean Gole from the United States gets the bronze. In the afternoon, the men's amateur road race faced